Okay, I'm just watching Studio 10. I'm putting this on so I can see, what happened when I spoke with them. A kind lady called Jill rang me this morning and I spoke to Tristan and Sarah and Matt and Glenn. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to have my say anyway. Not privy to makeup, I've got that makeup. And they're talking about the young lady that got raped in Parliament House, and that's shocking. Yeah, it's a terrible thing. I might put that up just in case I'm on the studio.
I hope she has a wonderful support system around her. And it appears she does, because she's, she was so clear, she was so, and what's happened to her, and those allegations, it was so compelling, wasn't it? And so emotional to watch. It would have been triggering for a lot of people, and comes with the trigger warning this whole story, because it would bring up so many things, and for her to look at that photo and how many other women, and to hear Grace's accepted speech as well, would have stirred up a lot of emotions for women out there, and for this to come of that.
My son and his friend. See that? He was knocked out from behind. My son's a weak one.
She's not only been let down by her employer, by the government, by the police involved, but also the system. You'd think that having women around you would be able to, let's not focus too much on the women's part here, because they aren't accused of rape, but it's just, there are these moments where things fall down, and it's just sad. It's really sad that no one is enough. The facts are that she made allegations. She was taken back to the exact same place where the allegations are alleged to have happened. She didn't then pursue an investigation for the AP. She withdrew the allegations. She then moved interstate, away from her dream, away from her support. And then what happens to the accused? Yeah. If you were in any way of not telling the truth about something, well, then you're responsible for it. And that's what's allegedly happened. Very big story of innocence and how it happened. Now, after the break, she's not acting her age. It's a 78-year-old grandma who's a local Kentucky. Yeah, she holds 19 world records, if you can believe it. And she only started in the 60s. Go back to more right after this. I don't know how to do this. I hate the words. Tired of tossing and turning on those hot summer nights? Then you want InstaChill. The economically affordable, lightweight and portable instant way to get cool and stay cool. And that's just it. The original best chill InstaChill is now even better. That's right, we added an ionizer to help purify the air and help people with allergies, asthma, impaired immune system, and chemical sensitivity. Plus, a mosquito repellent that even those pesky little creatures away at night. We even added a humidity control feature to help the InstaChill work as efficiently as possible in all types of weather. Oh, that's what I think home. It's beautiful. It feels like I'm in a fridge. Oh, that is awesome. They have like something a nice, cold, refreshing ice bath. You see, the unique InstaChill evaporative control system that pulls in the hot air from your room that lasts across not one, but three hydrocell super chill bags. And in less than 1 second, hot steam is transformed into cool and refreshing. And the best part is the money saving. In fact, if you run this air conditioning unit for just a month, it could cost you at least $222 per month. Or you can run the Institute all day, all night, 24/7 for $9.24 per month. So now the only question is, what are you going to do with all those monthly savings? How much would you expect to pay for the most efficient, most effective, portable cool they've ever seen? Because this works out a very special offer to begin with. You can get your very own Institute on a 30-day risk-free trial for a 14-day time. Or ask about the bigger, more powerful units that call up to 25 square meters of living space. Well, great. Call right now and get an Institute for half price. So what are you waiting for? Call now on 1-800-995-996. This offer is not available in stores, so call now. These quotes weren't the only deal Challenger scored. Australian seniors saved her a whopping 20% on her car insurance and saved her 30% with serious home and contents insurance. It's wonderful. You can choose your own level of excess, get access to a 24/7 emergency line, and enjoy hassle-free driving. Savings like these, why it's not just good, it's good. Get covered today. Call Australian seniors at 136 926 or visit seniors.com.au. With the kids still after sale, only furniture applying pricing on insurance. No upfront cost. Get the application process and bring it come to you hassle free. With brand new color and low weekly cost. 4K 65-inch TV $20 per week. iPhones and $40 per week. Touchscreen laptops and $40 per week. Furniture, fridges, bedrooms, and more. Rent soon, rent now, rent for keeps. 3 years past plus final offer limited time. Get online at rentforkeeps.com.au. To Wednesdays. Hello, welcome back. Now, yesterday we showed you these gorgeous pictures of our even more gorgeous hubby from down there on the cover and in the pages of Sunday Life magazine. Yeah, all blanked up there, looking like a model. No, that's not a model. I can't get to try it. Did you put the boots in your hand? They were really hard to take off, and I was like, oh no, I don't have to leave them alone. Like a pilot. Beautiful photo shoot. It was such an incredible story. I don't feel for David the time because we were yesterday for doing so enamored by your beautiful photos. And you have lived so much life, lady. Well, I lived for 118. Yeah, getting married and then being divorced. It was a really tumultuous couple of years, and to be able to understand where the wedding came from at 18, you need to kind of understand a bit of my sort of family background. My dad was a reverend of the Uniting Church, and my mum was also a pastor, and that's how they met through church. There's my beautiful parents there, Margaret and Cedric. And so when the boyfriend at the time sat down with my mum, I think my dad, and told her that we were having a baby, she thought we were joking. I thought we were joking, and it wasn't a joke. It was just the smile kind of gave away in tears, and we got married 3 months after that. We were married 3 months after that shotgun wedding. Yes, to do the right thing. It was a shotgun wedding. There I am heavily. So the wedding had become, before I get showing too much, but 3 months. So there I am, an 18-year-old. I can go, it was beautiful. Can we say? Today, but I can't look at that photo, and I kind of see someone going through the motions. Doing what we needed to do and get in front of all of our family. still going until age is brought by God and punishment for the gates. That's how I grew up. That's how we grew up, thinking all those things. And so I buried my sexuality so deeply deep down and was positive for a long time until I met some friends in my workplace, the Commonwealth Public Service at the Native Title Tribunal, where I started as a receptionist and then worked my way into the media unit. And there were some lesbians that worked there as well, and we became quite good friends, and they took me out to the Court Hotel in Perth, which is a legendary go venue, and that's kind of where my eyes were open, I guess. How did you struggle with that duality, and how did you tell your parents that? Well, again, kind of a very hard conversation, and it was after my first partner, Marion. We've been together 3 years, and we hid it from my family. And I think she was just a friend. So, yes, that's why the happiest season, that movie, is speaks to so many people, because we've all had friends who have come to Christmas. We've all had orphans, friends who have come to Christmas. And now we've always invited to our family functions. In fact, she was born with another sister, I guess, because she also looked like us. But after 3 years, I realised I can't live in closet, I can't hide this anymore. And so I set my mum down again. I couldn't raise my dad. And set my mum down and told her. And then, the next thing she came, and my mum said, well, how long has this been going on for 3 years? And she said, well, that's a lot to undo. And what was so fortunate is that she said to me, maybe I've accepted your sexuality, but I will always love you. So that was the best thing that I could have heard from my mum, because so many other people are ostracised from their family, are kicked out, never see them again, or placed into conversion therapy. And that's why it's so important now that conversion therapy is out there, because who gives someone the right to say, we need to fix it? You can't love that person, we need to fix it. When there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong.
The hardest to do is stop, like, for yourself, or stop for other people. Because then you got, like, essentially 4 other people. That's also very important.
Yes.
Julie, it was on television. I'm trying to film it, I think. Narelda, she's beautiful. Anyway, love ya.
As a 45-year-old, because this came to a head, while I've been co-hosting Mardi Gras with Nicole Fletcher. And I'm so proud of being able to, we're not with Mardi Gras, conversate Mardi Gras, I was saying hello the other day, it's like, so hard to yeah, my Courtney and Dolphin, we're a team, we're a team, I'm stuck as a team now, but, yeah, so proud and happy and excited to do Mardi Gras, and then to get on the phone to my mum and for her to assess her disappointment. How do you kind of? Well, we've reached a compromise over the years where we don't talk about it. We know that our marriage equality got is cancelled each other out. I'm never going to. She's never going to come to the party with my sexuality. She's never going to accept it. We have limited conversations about my relationships and the things that Mardi Gras and that sort of stuff. I know she'll be disappointed about it this year when it comes up in just a few weeks' time. I have learned not to talk about it with her. She does sometimes express a disappointment still. She won't see me. She can't see me. And look, I have to also say that my mum has come a long way in that she'll ask about Stevie, although she sometimes calls me Stevie. But I'm done that. But she'll ask about Stevie and how I do both. And so that's kind of come a long way. And we can be affectionate to each other. Like I just think it's not. So when something like this beautiful article on Sunday Night comes out, how what's the reaction? No, I haven't spoken to her about it, and I did talk about my mum a bit in that article, and also I didn't hear my mum about it in the speech either, because that very reason, there was just too much for her to take. But the compromise is that I want to have a relationship with my mum. I love my mum, of course. She's been, she's such a support for me. Career-wise, she's had very wide words to come over the years. But it's made me sticker when I wanted to kind of give it up. What? You want to cry? No, I do. And I love my mum, and I wouldn't want to give that up for anything. And I have her love. And that's set over the picture.
o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be on TV.
To stand in your truth. And
Yeah, but I do. I'm not on the computer. No, but I still want disclosure. I'm still going to that. Well, I don't know. Who knows? The statute's ended, you know, they don't want to pay it out, but I'm still going to go for disclosure for sure.
Yeah, and then I often make you very
Yeah.
really kind of look at our family.
We're on about 10 minutes. Yeah.
And it really divided the family.
All right. You can watch it online later.
Should not happen because it divided families and it divided the country. You know,
Studio 10, Channel 10. Studio 10, but it's Studio 10. The show called Studio 10, it's the morning show. Yeah. At least I get listened to anyway. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Okay, see you now. Yeah.
It impacts people's lives in such a strong way that they feel they're not worthy, that they feel that they need to be fixed because that's what they're told and that's what society deems acceptable. It's not acceptable. I don't think it's fixed. And then it's just how we need to, not discriminate.
Hi, Miss. They didn't talk for long. It didn't go for long, did it? Oh, it was only to call you. Oh, it doesn't matter. It'll be on this lady. Oh, well, I'm only going to watch it in cans. I'm putting it on YouTube, but I'm watching it in cans soon. It was 9:30, which is 8:30 this time, but when it gets 9:30 here, which is in about 17 minutes, it'll be on here. Right. Fish? Yeah. In 17 minutes, it will be on here. Yeah. They only talked to me for 15 minutes. Mainly I talked, really. They just said, I talked to them for 15 minutes via Zoom. Well, it was 8:30, actually, yeah, 8:30 here, which is 9:30 your time. Yeah, okay. Oh, good on you, Mish. I mean, I thought it would go for longer. But anyway, it is what it is. At least I've got that to say. Love you heaps, Mish. Love you, Mishy. Yeah, Mum.
Everyone, as we get older, it's important to remember to have fun, even when putting plans in place for the future. So to say how good of it is fun. All thanks for joining us.
Great to meet you, Kate.
Welcome. So, what are your tips for keeping things open?
Well, I like to enjoy this stage of life, and I do that by planning for the future and celebrating when I put my plans in place.
That makes sense. So, how do you plan for the future?
Well, one important way that you can plan ahead is to get seniors term life insurance. Now, we've got great lives, so why not enjoy it knowing that we protected ourselves and our families financially?
Sounds like a good idea. Plus, life is meant to be enjoyed, right?
Exactly, and the older you get, the more you have to protect, and that's why Australian seniors created a life insurance product specifically for older Australians.
It sounds great, but isn't it hard to take out life insurance later in life?
Well, that's what's special about seniors term life insurance. It's designed especially for people between 45 and 79 years old, providing valuable cover later in life when that's when you need it the most.
Okay, so you can apply for a new policy even if you're in your 60s or 70s.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. I guess that's why they call Australian seniors a specialist then.
Precisely. Australian seniors have years of experience providing award-winning products and services that help over 50s take care of their loved ones and they're hard-earned assets. So you know they'll be there when you need them the most. The okay, seniors term life
It's gonna be
insurance
a
will
bit better
provide
if it's a bit
payouts
more of it.
immediately for you if you get diagnosed with a terminal illness, and that's whether you and your family for 20-year term or until you turn 85. So you can have peace of mind as soon as your
There
policy
you
is
go.
set
That'll
up.
be
Well, it's
better.
good that it's so flexible, and I guess it would put your mind at rest knowing that you and your family were covered. But do you need medical tests to apply?
No, not at all. Simply answer 8 health questions over the phone, and that's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it sure is. And you can trust Australian seniors will be there when you need them most. For example, if you or your family need to make a claim, they'll assign an Australian-based claim specialist to assist you. Also, when your family makes a claim, they'll give them 20% of the benefit amount in advance while your claim's being assessed.
Right.
And this means your family has access to money to help cover funeral expenses or any other immediate costs.
It's a good idea because I guess the last thing your family needs when they're grieving is money worries.
Absolutely. And while we're talking about money, if you pass away from an accident, the benefit amount your family get paid will be tripled,
Wow.
helping with any last-minute expenses they may face. Now, this can be up to $300,000 if you have a $100,000 benefit.
Incredible, but I suppose the premiums are going to get more expensive as you age, aren't they?
Well, with senior term life insurance, your annual premium increase won't be based on your age,
Wow.
which could help with budgeting later in life.
When you're there, you need to watch your money.
That's right. And there's lower starting premiums for non-smokers too.
Ah, good that taking care of your health is rewarded then.
Exactly. Health and happiness are the key to getting older, and Australian seniors believes that we should enjoy this wonderful stage of life. That's one of the reasons why seniors term life insurance policyholders receive complimentary issues of Dare magazine, which is full of breaking topics, helpful advice, and exclusive celebrity interviews, and a whole bunch more.
So you get more than just great cover then.
Yes, it's their way of helping you enjoy what you're already protecting.
And getting more fun out of life.
Exactly. With Australian seniors, life's booming. Now, when you take out cover with Australian seniors, you'll be dancing because you know you protected your family with life insurance at a time when your family will need it most. To get cover, call today 1300 721 039 or visit seniors.com.au.
Thank you so much for coming in, Rob. And back to you guys.
Now, our next guest is living proof that age is just a number. 78-year-old grandma Nora Langdon holds an impressive 19 world records in weightlifting. And if you can get more impressive, she only started when she was in her 60s. She can squat double her body weight, bench press an average adult, and deadlift an impressive 167 kilos. Nora joins us now from Michigan. Good morning, Nora. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
What made you decide to start weightlifting in your 60s?
I wanted to gain more weight. More strength. I wanted to gain more strength, so I started weightlifting. I had a friend, I had a birthday party, and a friend of mine came over, and he was a trainer, so he asked me that I wanted to. I said yes. So after I started, he took me to a tournament of weightlifting tournament, and that's why I fell in love.
That is unbelievable.
I trained and everything.
I trained ever since. Yeah. How long did it take you before you realized you could be a champion?
Maybe about a month and a half. And my first tournament that I went to did about 150 squats, and I beat everybody. I got a reward, and that just excited me. So I just kept on going.
Good on you. Good on you. And we're just reading that 19 world records in weightlifting. Is there one record that you're most proud of?
Yes, last year I did 410 squats, and that was amazing. And that's what I'm trying to get back to.
Yeah.
That's why I'm training now.
Well, let's see what I'm not talking about it. Oh, I see it. Are you ready? You're going to give us a demonstration? Okay. Just before you do,
Yeah.
how much weight are you about to squat, Nora?
This is 350 pounds.
Oh, right. 4 sets 12. Let's get into it. Okay. Over 150 kilos. On a sheet Now, 78-year-old grandma Nora Langdon. Yeah. Unbelievable. How easy is that, huh? That's right. How you feeling? Feel great. Feel great. You look great. Nora, why do you think it's so important for seniors to see beyond their age and try something new?
And then you get more strength, and you get more, because, it's more strength. Or you can do anything.
Great advice. Best of luck with your tournament coming up. Nora, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You fly where your
Hi Richard, how are you? Yeah, it's going to be on soon. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. So,
best experience.
yeah, of course.
With 3,000
Yeah.
up in the air.
Yeah. It's on that channel. It's 15 minutes. 15 minutes, so. No, it's more closer than 15 minutes. It's very soon. Very soon, yeah. What's on tonight? Oh, no, the Avatar. Yeah. It's going to come on soon. It's coming. Okay, I'll talk to you after. See you, Richie.
You need the experience of choosing. Call Choosie's team of choosers on 137067. Tell them the payout you want for your family and they'll get in the zone, lining up a range of policies from trusted life insurance brands. They'll help you be choosy about the prices. They'll help you be choosy about the cover options. And they'll save you time and effort so you don't need to do the comparing yourself. Plus, you pay the same as going direct to the insurer. Choosy will help you make all the right moves so you can choose the life insurance policy that's right for you and your family. For award-winning service you can trust, go to choosy.com.au or call Choosy now on 137067 to compare, choose and apply. When you need life insurance, don't leave it to chance. Leave it to Choosy.
It's not
Osteoporosis is a big O. Replace medication. It's more common than breast and cervical cancer combined.
Hello.
With bones mean even the smallest fall could cause a break, which may lead to a loss of mobility, loss of confidence, and isolation. Osteoporosis is serious, but
Thank you.
You already get pap smears and mammograms.
Okay.
Get a burnectomy today. Ask your doctor today. And say no to the big O.
The Big Hyundai sale event is now on. Experience all the best sides, including stunning value on selected models in the Hyundai range. Limited stock only.
What I got told was secret, the judge told it someone else, definitely, because when I applied to the court last year, but the statute was still in place, I couldn't get a hearing till,
But this
you
does.
know, after the time had run out, which was a week later. But I didn't even know that I needed to show a cause of action. All I asked for was, I wanted to know the thing called the secret, which is the details of the winning ticket, just for my clarification, because I knew what I presented, even though the time might have been a second or a minute out. I knew that I had the correct details, and this is what,
Everyone knows Australia has all big banks, but the fifth biggest retail bank is snapping at their heels.
No, apparently a reporter from the newspaper here said she does court every day, and she said medical people do out of time, like appeals, I'd say. Yes, I still probably can, but I because the statutes run out, I probably can't get the $2 million. But I heard if I found the ticket, I've still got another 3 years to reduce it. Well, I'm not clear on that, but if I could get the clarification I want, Yes, I would be happy, and I would actually sue Golden Casket then because they treated me really awful, actually.
Look at the showbiz, and there's been a surprising audition on American Idol. Very surprising. It's the big launch of the new
No,
season of
well,
American
I,
Idol.
to me, yeah, I would win if I got that clarification because I know the fact that they lied to me on so many occasions, they know, and that hasn't been claimed. So either someone else has lost the ticket, and I know they couldn't have because in the beginning I even tried to tell myself, that I thought about false memory. I thought maybe it wasn't my ticket, maybe I was a number out. But I actually physically remember filling out the numbers for the reason I chose every number. So I knew it was me.
When your mom's working for the president of the United States, who you very much disagree with, it's really hard. And I love you.
No, that's okay, Jill. Well, yes, the judge did say to me in the court, first he thought I was just going for something, but he made it believe me. When I mentioned about the two witnesses with the credit card statements, he turned around on me and he actually gave me another day in court. So what threw it out for me is that I went for a course of action because I thought I had to do a course of action like a shift course or a golf course. But I didn't word this course of action. That's what threw it out for me. But he said there's two other pathways I could take, but he never got to tell me because he was in the middle of a murder trial and I can't even get to talk to him now. I know, I understand you.
So yeah, the Claudia Coppola is definitely stuck in the middle of that at home. Wow. Yes. She said that done so far.
Oh, look, I would love that. Yes, that's what I wanted all along. Yes.
Dancing on the Stars.
I only had that little picture. Soap opera star.
And her name's Vanda.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Jacqueline the Guinness Wood.
I've got her number if you want it. I can email it to
Not
you.
only is she pregnant with current
Yeah.
storylines,
Yeah. She's the one that started it off in January. I was in Sydney and she called me and even one of the photos they took off my YouTube. Okay, it'll be another 10 minutes because I want to watch the show and record. Hey, oh, thank you. You're beautiful. No, I'm sure if I had the legal help, I could at least get the data, what I was wanting, and that to me, I know what I'm saying will match up with that data if they're truthful. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. I'm watching the show. Thank you. Bye.
Now, soon, the woman who's been fighting for a $2 million lotto win will get the latest.
Yeah, that's me.
Coming up when James Bond went Aussie. But Hollywood movie, George Lazenby tells us why he gave the spy game away. That's soon and live on Studio 10.
The countdown. Make a point to get stuck in. To the biggest new stars on the box. Here comes Crazy. Get ready for more honesty.
Oh my God,
It's fun. Isn't it outrageous? Get ready for more shocks.
no.
Get ready for more. You know, and 8:30 Thursday, I'm with. You a scratch, they're a scratch. Everywhere a scratch. It happens anywhere, on the parking lot, or even at your home. Introducing Scratch Solution, the amazing new way to improve scuffs, scratches, and other paint imperfections instantly. Simply apply Scratch Solution to the applicator, turn it on, and go over the scratch. In just seconds, the scratches reduce right before your eyes. The secret is the Scratch Solution applicator and formula with microparticles. When you apply Scratch Solution to the scratch, the super fast rotations of the applicator cause friction and generate heat. Scratch solution loosens the paint on the sides of the scratch, evening to a smooth surface, improving the scratches, scrapes, and scuff marks. You'd never intentionally scratch your car, but
Hi, Sissy.
helps clean up paint imperfections quickly and easily.
Yeah, I'm on Channel 10. I'm YouTubing it. But you know what? Guess what happened? That Channel 10 rang me 6 o'clock this morning. They said, do you want to go on Studio 10? I said, okay. So it was at 8:30. Misha recorded it, but I'm going to get it on YouTube. But the lady from there said, I want to ask you a question. I don't know if I can help you, but she said, I'm going to see if I can get a lawyer to see if they can help you. I said, I probably can't get the prize, but I want the data to show what I've said, matches, basically. And she said, well, I can't promise anything, but she actually rang me for that reason, to say thanks. And she said, I really want you to get some. She said, I really want to help you with this. So I might get a pro bono lawyer, Miss Julie. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's the media is helping me, Julie. The media is helping me. The Channel 10 is helping me to get a lawyer, so I can get the matching data to what I've always said. She said, I really want, like that. Well, Julie, I didn't go to a lawyer. I went to a court and I self-represented. Yeah, but you're not me, Julie. We're totally the same thing. Julie, the magistrate was on my side. It's just that I worded the thing differently, if you really want to know. I mean, don't worry about it. I'm doing it. The Channel 10's helping me, and it's not costing me anything. Of course I'm going for it. You'll see it on telly. I listen to people, Julie. You're not a solicitor, neither's Dad. I listened to the judge, and the judge was on my side, but he couldn't rule in my favour because I didn't know what I was doing with the paperwork. That's largely what threw it out. Yeah. That's okay. That's all right. What's your opinion? It's fine. No worries. No, I hear you going away. Well, this is very important to me, Julie. So that's why your book's important to you. I'm getting advice from the media, and I'm getting advice from a judge. So, to me, you are not a judge, and you are not the media, Julie. You're family. But anyway, the story's on now. Listen to it if you want.
It's Tuesday, the 16th of February.
Yeah. No worries, Julie. No worries. Yeah. Look, you weren't doing the fight, so you have no idea, okay? That's all I can say to you. You obviously have no idea. Other people have taken an interest in it. It's okay, Julie. I could say the same thing anyway. Don't worry.
On the rape allegations overnight.
No worries.
From his wife, it was she who told him to think of the situation as a father first and take action. Addressing the media just a few minutes ago,
I'll hang up then.
The Prime Minister apologized for the way the situation was handled at the time, especially the fact that Brittany Higgins was called into a meeting to discuss the situation in the very same room of the Defence Minister's office where she was allegedly raped. Today, the Prime Minister says he's taken steps to identify ways to improve standards and protect staff and review processes to deal with any workplace allegations in the future.
It shatters me. But still in this day and age, that a young woman can find herself in a vulnerable situation that she was in. Not her doing. And we have to do more, whether it's in this workplace or any other workplace in the country.
Brittany Higgins will pursue a police complaint, the PM said investigators will have every assistance. Thanks, Chloe. Victoria has recorded two new locally acquired cases of COVID in the past 24 hours. They're both close contacts of previously confirmed cases linked to the Holiday Inn at Melbourne Airport. In the next hour, dozens of COVID positive returned travellers staying at a hot hotel in the Melbourne CBD will be moved after water damaged the building. The new Thursday Cottage joins us now from that hotel. Jade, how will authorities do this and ensure the community is safe?
Geralda, good morning to you. Well, the first of many quarantine buses has just arrived outside the Holiday Inn on Defenders Lane in Melbourne CBD. This bus here will be used to transfer a small number of the 31 returned travellers from the Holiday Inn in the city to the Pullman at Albert Park. That's the same hotel that was used to quarantine Australian Open participants. Now, these red sky buses are quarantine buses. They're the same buses used to transfer returned travellers from the airport to many hotels that have used in this capacity before. Strict infection prevention and control measures will be used. That means full PPE for everyone involved in this transfer, for authorities, the bus drivers, and of course for those return travellers jumping on board these buses. The 31 return travellers have been transferred to the Pullman because of water damage to this particular hotel. The hotel says that a water sprinkler went off over the weekend, and as a result, it caused water damage to 4 of its 8 floors, and that's why the 31 return travellers have been now transferred to the Pullman. It comes after Victoria this morning reported 2 new locally acquired cases in Victoria. Both of those cases are linked to the Holiday Inn at Melbourne Airport, a different Holiday Inn, and that is the Holiday Inn that is at the centre of this current latest outbreak. We are waiting to hear on a time from when the Premier Daniel Andrews will be speaking later this morning. Certainly we will hear from him. But as far as this transfer goes this morning, we should see in the next couple of minutes some of these returned travellers board this bus into the PPE and then head down to the Pullman. Roger?
Okay, thanks, Jade. A Tamil family 5-year deportation to Sri Lanka are expected to learn today if their latest bid to return to Queensland has succeeded. Priya and Nader Murugappan and their Australian-born daughters, Topika and Veronica, have been in detention on Christmas Island since August 2019 after an urgent injunction put a hold on their deportation. They had a win in the federal court early last year. Justice Mark Mashinsky had ruled Veronica was denied procedural fairness in making a protection visa application, which would have allowed her to remain in Australia. However, that was appealed by the federal government. 3 judges heard the case in October. Justice Richard White will hand down their decision later this morning. Let's have a look at weather and clear skies for all capitals except Sydney today. Some showers, 25 degrees, and Brisbane, 28 degrees, and possible storms in Darwin, 30. Now, forget about Pfizer. Maybe the vaccine for COVID-19 could come from Penfolds. A Taiwanese medical expert is convinced that tannins found in red wine can help fight in the fight against COVID. Dr. Hung, a cancer researcher, says that the tannins can effectively inhibit the activity of 2 key enzymes of the virus. However, before you drink up, the World Health Organization has warned alcohol should not be used to treat COVID-19. So there you go. Not exactly mother's milk.
Knocked up on the over. Now, after 7 years and multiple failed claims, one Queensland woman has lost a bid to claim a missing $2 million lotto ticket.
Yeah, Kathy Rado from Cairns believes that she was the rightful winner of the money but lost her ticket. However, despite her loss, says she still feels like a winner. And Kathy joins us now. It's nice to see you, Kathy.
Nice to see you, Sarah.
Oh, look at your beautiful face. Now, tell us about the ticket. You actually think you still have it somewhere in your house.
Yes, I would like to show you my play. I'll just show you a wall where I still have one of the witnesses' phone numbers, which is a witness that represented Australia in the sporting field. She's a former Opal player, and I met her on a hunch. I turned around one day on a ceiling and met this lady in a crowd of people, and her husband emailed me her credit card statement the next day, but Golden Casket basically knew, they wrote me off from the beginning. They knew I couldn't afford a solicitor, and do you think they even bothered to call any of my witnesses, of which I have 2 that walked directly before and after me? Okay, with me still having the ticket, it is a possibility that I still have it. I did think that I'd lost it, and because I am a hoarder, it was easier for me to go down the path that I would prove this ticket on my evidence because it has been done before. They changed the lottery back about 13 years ago, and if anyone wants to look up, there was a guy from Nunda that won 23.2 million, but in his case, they actually went after him, and they got him. And on my lotto journey, I did meet people that knew him, and one lady actually said to me at one stage, well, when I first met her, would you like his phone number? And I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. I don't think it's good to give people's phone numbers out. But in hindsight, I wish I'd taken it because the next day or the next time that I met her, um, her health has gone downhill, and she basically said to me, if Lotto can't help you, I can't help you. So she probably realised she said the wrong thing to me in the beginning.
Kathy, was this a kind of spur of the moment buy when you bought the lotto ticket, or do you play the same numbers every week?
Oh, look, I don't really. I just by chance buy a ticket. But what I did find out was the day that I picked those numbers, there was a lot going on, and the first number I picked was actually my parents' anniversary, and that's very sentimental and dear to me because that day my mum was ill, my dad had been ill, and my son had just had a new baby. And our dog had passed away. So I found out our dog had been put down, and I was spreading over the dog, if you can believe that day. So there was so much going over my head, and I found out that apparently my sister couldn't go into the room when the dog was having an injection. So
A lot of bad luck.
How did you buy the tickets? I mean, did you buy it like the cash or with credit? I'm trying to get my head around it. Like, is the argument that
the credit card, I would have had the money by now.
well, that's right. Is the argument that you have to prove that you picked the right numbers, or you're the person who owns the ticket?
Okay, well, it's all of that. Okay, Lotto gives you three chances and three chances only to try, because who can remember the exact kind of purchase if you don't have a credit card? If you have a credit card, I would have been home and home.
Yeah.
But I remember that day that I only had $3, and the ticket only cost about $2.50 on a Wednesday lotto. So I went into the store with my son because my son has friends that were skateboarders, and he was away from them. They live in Sydney, so he said, "Mum, I want to go buy this magazine," but there was only two stores in Kansas stocked it, so that was the reason I went into the store.
Right.
And incidentally, a lady in the post office, she remembers me that day. So I feel like I have quite a lot of evidence, but golden casket, rather than relying on my evidence to help prove my win, they did none of that. They threatened me with police action, and they just left me hanging on to months and months and months.
Oh, 7 years, Kathy. It's a long time to be fighting for that. But you said that you feel like you've learned something through this process, which is wonderful. You said a very optimistic way to look at
I
things.
reckon it was picked up by golden casket.
Do you still buy lotto tickets?
Yes, I do, but the thing is, like, they should have, according to the Lotteries Act, see, the trouble is that I have no legal representation, but according to that act, they are meant to investigate a person when they produce the evidence to show that they've had a win. Now, no one else has claimed it, and they do make it very hard. Like, I'll try and concise this, right? What you have to prove when you say you bought a ticket is the time, say the time is the square, the date is a triangle, and the type of ticket is a circle. If you get time and date right, but type of ticket slightly wrong, because there's many variables. You can pick a ticket, but you can also pick a seventh number, And that's what I think I did. I've made a mistake. So then it becomes a system. So if you get two variables right and you keep getting them right, but one thing wrong, they don't listen to you. That's how it's designed. It's designed not just to prove people the winner, it's designed to just throw people off when you only get three chances.
Yeah.
And my son was investigated also, but apparently because of the mother, me being investigated, they chose to get his investigation on the back of mine. So they claimed to do a month investigation, but they didn't. And I have paperwork back that shows that all along, I know it do talk a lot, all along they treated my claim as a big joke.
Yeah.
They do smiley faces and they write, oh, are you back from your leave? Rado's called again, or this is doing an investigation, and there's more to be forward of this novel. That's how they treated me, like a joke.
I'm so sorry you're going through that, Kathy.
Yeah.
Hopefully the truth comes out at the end. I always talk a lot of you doing it. You want to do whatever.
You take care, Kathy.
Yeah. Look, the thing is, the judge even what threw me out of the court. It didn't throw me out of the court was that I wrote a cause of action into the ship court. No, this is in the Supreme Court. I was meant to write cause of action, and by the time I had filed the 7 years stuff, but I am still wanting to go to after Golden Casket for disclosure. I want the details to be shown to me of the winning ticket because I know that will match, the details I have, and I still feel like I can go down that path. Doesn't mean I'll get the money, but I'll just
You do the right thing. You do the right thing anyway. Well, we appreciate hearing your story tonight, Kathy, and best of luck with everything.
All right, well, after the break, Doc is here to answer all of your legal questions. Stay in tuned.
We're gonna
This is absolutely spectacular. The best experience on the race so far was 3,000 feet up in the air. I decided to get forward and we were going to move fast.
in stream.
hot air balloon blown, 7:30 tonight.
The future of sleep has arrived. Introducing the new Millennium Series, exclusive to Easy Sleep, your electric adjustable bed specialists. The Millennium Series offers smart advancements, including neck and lumbar adjustment, 3 powerful massage nodes, even USB light system. Also being fully programmable, you'll find your perfect sleep position with comfort and support you won't believe every time. Try the Millennium Series today at Easy Sleep. Don't pay more for less. Feel direct and safe. If you want to learn martial you need the experience of a master. If you want to master getting a life insurance policy, you need the experience of choosing. Call Choosie's team of choosers on 137067. Tell them the payout you want for your family, and they'll get in the zone, lining up a range of policies from trusted life insurance brands. They'll help you be choosy about the prices. They'll help you be choosy about the cover options. And they'll save you time and effort so you don't need to do the comparing yourself. Plus, you pay the same as going direct to the insurer. Choosy will help you make all the right moves so you can choose a life insurance policy that's right for you and your family. For award-winning service you can trust, go to choosy.com.au or call Choosy now on 137067 to compare, choose and apply. When you need life insurance, don't leave it to chance. Leave it to Choosy. To be better morning chef, the self-cook nutritionists, and the smoky nozzle takers. Don't feel how much you think you special on the pasta. Oh, I definitely have that RSPCA pet insurance feeling. The feeling of getting up to 80% of your eligible vet bills reimbursed, and knowing you can claim up to $20,000 a year with no excess to pay. There are 4 levels of award-winning cover to choose from, plus a portion of your first year's premium goes to support the RSPCA. Experience that RSPCA pet insurance feeling today. call 138 548 or search RSPCA Insurance now.
Corona Petrichor Italian eyeglass is the perfect all-rounder. Corona displays rapid establishment and excellent heat tolerance. Plain and water, your Corona Petrichor Italian eyeglass through your local rural store.
Never use boiling water if you want to make the perfect cup of coffee. Apparently it scalds the beans.
So at home with your espresso machine, how do you know what the temperature of the water
That was a good little plug there.
overseas? It's espresso, and that's it. It's George Clooney. Big rock. Yeah, on with. We're live, 6:39.
It's time for Ask the Dog. Welcome back to you, Dr. Roch.
Hi guys. Hi.
Now, it's great, thank you. The COVID vaccine has officially touched down in Australia. And Linda has the first question. How long between the COVID vaccination and the flu shot do you need?
Yeah, the current guidelines are saying that there needs to be a gap. It doesn't know what happens first, but the current guidelines are saying that about a minimum of at least 14 days. A lot of these guidelines are, again, in their infancy because we haven't done this for a very long time. There's a lot of people that have had the flu vaccine and then had the COVID vaccine. So they're not, at the moment, they're not recommending taking them together, but they're saying that at least that 14-day period should be fine after that. They're obviously very, very different scenarios. But as time goes on and as this starts to become more of a normal life, we'll get better details, get more information, and who knows, in the future there may actually be one vaccine for both. But again, right now, it's about talking to your doctor or talking to whoever you're administering this, because we understand it's going to be rolled out to those that are most vulnerable to start with. There's going to be very specific guidelines around that. You'll be guided between having the COVID vaccine and then having the influenza vaccine. That's a really important thing we need to understand, is that just because COVID's around doesn't mean influenza is going to disappear. So that, this is another thing we need to worry about coming with the flu season.
Yeah, let's go through some of the facts of the vaccine. We know that 80,000 doses will be released next week.
Yeah. Phase 1A vaccinations will be for quarantine and border workers, frontline healthcare workers most exposed, aged care and disability care staff and residents, and Prime Minister's Scott Morrison.
Next will be elderly adults aged over 70, other healthcare workers, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people aged over 55, young adults with underlying conditions, and critical and high-risk workers as well. Phase 2A will include adults aged over 50, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders under 55, and other critical and high-risk workers, then followed by everyone over the age of 16. Yeah, because that's up. It's going to be rolled out now. Any other things that we should be worried about? Asking our GPs about?
Look, I think that what we're in, everyone, this is the kind of unique moment that we've got in history right now. It's all in a very similar position to what's global. We're in a position where we've been going through this global pandemic, we've caused so much, heartbreak in the world, devastation across the planet. Now we're moving into the next stage, is how do we really start to get in control here? You'll see that it's a staged approach. You will fall into one of those categories, and there are science behind those categories being the ones that need to get it first versus those of us that will need to get it later. And it's about us getting to the point where we can start to move into that new phase where it's not just about locking down and quarantining people, but we can start to live with this virus as opposed to trying to quickly eradicate this virus. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's not something to be scared of. There's something to keep up to date with, good information about. But trusting the fact that when you do get your opportunity, it's your responsibility as part of the community to be vaccinated, because if we go to that place now where a lot of us sit down and go, I don't want to get it or whatever, and again, that ability to get herd immunity, which means that we go back to a normal life, is slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't need to trigger that herd immunity. We're talking like 85, 90%.
Yeah, to get to a point where we can go out and, again, a lot of it's changed when it comes to who is actually feeling impacted by coronavirus. Most of us would get it, feel pretty unwell, and we would probably come out the other side. But this is about the people that die. It's the fatality rate associated with this virus that can, again, we've been very lucky, kill people very quickly. And that's why we as a community will understand that that's what herd immunity, that's what vaccinations are about. And we've done it before with other diseases we don't hear about anymore. This is just another one. So let's continue to be a country that's very good at this.
Yeah. Jumping back for a chat in just a tick, and soon why the rain we've seen recently doesn't mean the drought is over. We'll hear from the communities battling what they call a green drought. Back
truly amazing offer for you at home. My Perfect Cosmetics company is celebrating 15 fabulous years on morning television. And to tell us more about the world famous My Perfect Eyes, we have the global head of product development, Jenny Hughes. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Craig. I'm so excited to be here today to talk to you all about My Perfect Eyes. My Perfect Eyes was created by my good friend Penny Lane right here in Australia. Because the lines and bands around her eyes were making her lose confidence, and she knew that many other men and women were suffering with the same problem. This revolutionary product changed the world of anti-aging by banishing wrinkles, bags, and dark circles instantly. I am so proud to be the head of our global product development team, changing the lives of men and women around the world, making them look younger and feel more confident every day, just like it could for you at home.
So, this is solid gold confidence in a bottle. And Jenny, you are also in for an amazing special, aren't they?
Yes, to celebrate 15 years, our amazing double deal is back. Don't get one, but two bottles of a huge 400 applications at a very special price. Plus, for a strictly limited time, we are giving away a 3-pack of My Perfect masks valued at almost $60 as a free gift.
Go on.
These clinic-grade facial masks are infused with high levels of confidence to help balance your teeth, hyaluronic acid to maximize essential moisture